Hey guys, what's going on? Mike the Caveman Kuhn here again from Paleo Problem Island and MikeTheCaveman.com. And today's question is, why are certain herbs treated as controlled substances? And the answer is, why use a plant when you can use a pill with much worse side effects? Wait, that doesn't make sense. The reason why safe and effective herbs get banned has nothing to do with your health or safety. What you have to do, more often than not, is follow the money. Now, I know, please, someone fit me for a tinfoil hat, but the fact of the matter is, the reason why cannabis is legal today is that it's more effective than most psychiatric and pain management medication. Also has to do with the hemp industry, and that's a really long topic that's well beyond what we're talking about today. You can look more into that in my CBD article that's coming out today over at Rebel Health Tribe. But the other reason this video is coming out today has to do with the DEA's recent decision to place kratom onto its Schedule I drug list. What does that mean? It means 1, that it has potential for abuse, 2, that it doesn't really have much safety profile, and 3, it has no medicinal use. So it's going to be placed alongside heroin, along with cannabis, makes its way there, ecstasy, DMT. Now Schedule II talks about ones that have a medical purpose, yet have potential for abuse. So things like cocaine, things like meth and other amphetamines, things like opium. The thing with that is that brings us back to another really important herb, which is mahuang or ephedra, which was banned because it had the potential to be used as the base to make methamphetamine. Now, let's be very clear. Things like cannabis have at least 4,000 years of medicinal use, whereas mahuang ephedra has over 5,000 years of use. Yet, all of a sudden, it's become particularly dangerous. What changed? Well, we started to purify and create synthetic versions of these herbs. And we took out a lot of the synergistic and natural buffering capabilities of the other compounds in these herbs. So, we're making them more dangerous. Now, we talked about it in our CBD oil video. Cannabidiol is an incredible substance, but there are over 500 compounds in the cannabis plant, at least 113 of which are cannabinoids, and they all have their own unique properties. Yet we're only allowed to work with the CBD, which is incredible in and of itself, but imagine if we could do all of them. Talking about ephedra, that was banned because people were having heart attacks and strokes. Yet if you look at the actual cases, the people that were using it improperly. They were either severely overweight and then dehydrated and then out in the really hot sun. Proper use is super important. Yes, if we're talking about drugs or we're talking about herbs or we're talking about food, using the right amounts is super important. So don't go and overdose on something. You can overdose on water. But, like we said, over 5,000 years of efficacy. Yet, now all of a sudden it's too dangerous to even buy. I can tell you though from my own experience with ephedra, that herb saved my life on more occasions than I can count when I was a child. And now the herb is banned, yet synthetic ephedrine, one of the alkaloids found in the mahuang plant, is still legal for asthma and other bronchial conditions. Why? Because it works. Yet, interestingly, while synthetic ephedrine will actually raise your blood pressure, mahuang may actually level out. It'll lower your blood pressure to the point where it regulates it. But let's just take the pill. Regarding the methamphetamine production end, well, what do you think they were using? Most people weren't tincturing the herb. They were taking the synthetic pills, which again, still legal, grinding those up to create the precursors for the methamphetamine. Now, back to kratom, which inspired this question. Kratom is an herb that comes from Thailand. Interestingly, it's actually banned in Thailand. The reason being, because of your safety, right? Nope. The reason it was banned way back in the 40s is that it was cutting into the opium trade in Thailand. So they got rid of kratom, not because of health, but because not enough people were buying opium anymore. In terms of uses, well, it's a mild mu-opioid receptor agonist, meaning it interacts with the same receptor sites as opium, heroin, morphine, all that fun stuff. So it works, but on a milder level. As such, it's excellent for pain management. It also is awesome for people who are heroin addicts, so it's better than methadone for bringing them back. But again, why use the plant? Why I can just go and pop a couple of pain pills? Makes so much sense. But again, that's another one that I've had a lot of use with. I was using it in my elixir that I was making, and pain goes away within minutes. And at no point did I ever become addicted to it. Use appropriate doses, and you'll be fine. You took that when you needed it for the pain, and there was no addictive process. Now, I'm going to be exploring this topic a lot more in depth for an article for Rebel Health Tribe. We're talking specifically about cannabis, kratom, and ephedra, what they actually do for you, and why they're banned. And short answer right now, look for the money. Now, I know the connotations that has, but you know what? Whatever. Doesn't really matter. There's a reason they're banned, and it has to do with cutting into people's profits. And that's not okay. So your biggest take-homes for today, a lot of herbs aren't banned for your safety. They're banned because they're effective. And people don't like that. So go get me a tinfoil hat. It is what it is. Trust me, or not. The fact of the matter is, things like cannabis, kratom, ephedra, incredible stuff, lots of therapeutic benefit, but you can't get them. It's crazy, but either way, hopefully you like this video. You know what to do. Like and subscribe down below. Share it with your friends. Head over to Instagram and Twitter and follow me at Mike the Caveman, over on Facebook at Paleo Problem Long Island, and of course over on MikeTheCaveman.com. Either way, have a wonderful rest of your day. Hopefully these things change. Keep an eye out for that article over at Rebel Health Tribe, and I'll see you tomorrow.